What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is me, the Lone Vault Wanderer, and I'm here with a Fallout 4 update. Now today you're going to be getting two different videos about Fallout 4. They're each relating to news and rumor and speculation about it, but they're two slightly different articles that I want to just separate because I think it makes a little bit more sense. So this first video that you're watching is about a playtester application that Bethesda has sent out for the Dallas and Fort Worth area in the United States. Now this is really exciting news because obviously they're not mentioning what game it's for. I have some theories about what it could be. Obviously one of those is that this game is Fallout 4, but I'll get into that. But it's exciting for anybody that does live near Dallas or Fort Worth that's able to, accept this playtester application and play whatever game this is. And if you can do that, please message me privately and tell me what it is, unless they make you sign a confidentiality agreement that I don't want you to breach that or anything like that. But hopefully somebody does leak something and we figure out what this game is. So what I'm going to do first is read verbatim from this playtester application, the link of which is in the description below if you want to check it out, as again, especially if you do live near the Dallas or Fort Worth area, or you're willing to make a trip just to play this particular game. So the link starts off by saying, Bethesda Softworks is looking for volunteers to come out to our studios to play and test our upcoming and released games. Most play tests last an hour or two, and you must provide your own transportation to the play test. We are currently looking for testers in the Dallas and Fort Worth area, but are accepting applications from all over the US. And then they go on to provide a few things that you need to know. You have to be above 18. It's a voluntary basis. You have to sign a non-disclosure agreement showing a valid government-issued photo evidencing that you are 18 years old. So, if you do apply for this, remember that you're bound by a non-disclosure agreement, so that means you can't, tell anybody about what you're playing, about what gameplay footage you're seeing, and what game it's about. I think somebody's going to release it anyway, somebody's just not going to care, but you'll get into a lot of shit if they find out it's you. So I'm saying if you happen to go to one of these playtesting events, do not leak anything, no matter how tempting it is. Keep that information for yourself and just be happy at the fact that you know that you've participated in a secret and a really exclusive event. So I got a couple of theories about what this playtesting could be about. First of all, I think it could be about the Elder Scrolls Online for PS4 and Xbox One. We know that the game is coming out on those consoles soon. We don't know exactly when it is. I believe they pushed back the release date for those consoles, and I think they cited it was necessary for that to happen. So maybe they have some kinks that need to be sorted out, and probably this is what this playtester application is relating to. They, something needs to be tested out. They have some problems going on, specifically with regards to those, current gen as they are now, PS4 and Xbox One consoles, and they just need to work those things out. So that's probably the logical conclusion as to what this is relating to. Obviously, the less likely conclusion, but something that I think a lot of people are jumping to, is that this game could be about Fallout 4. Now, whilst there is a chance, it's a very low chance, and let me explain why. First of all, we haven't heard anything about Fallout 4 yet. Obviously, I've said from day one, it's in development, but we don't know at what stage it's at development. We don't know whether they're actually at the stage to be able to take on playtesters, because usually playtesters aren't done very, very early on in the development cycle. And if we are assuming that this game is coming out in 2015, as I've been saying for a very, very long time, I've said an announcement in 2014, hopefully at E3, and I'll get to that in my next video if you're watching, and then a release in 2015. I think that's the logical step, but if that's the case, I don't know whether this playtesting is relating to Fallout 4, because it seems to be very, very early on. Usually they have a somewhat finished product, not, too far along the way, but it's somewhat complete, so they can fully just tear apart this particular, this beta or alpha or pre-alpha or whatever you want to call it, so they can get all those kinks out of the way and then start with a proper alpha, start with a proper beta. So this is why I don't think it's Fallout 4. I just think it's too early. If it was relating to Fallout 4, I would have expected to see something like this maybe later this year, maybe once after they've released the game, but certainly not now. Now, I will say something to this though. The fact that they're requiring people to sign a non-disclosure agreement suggests that this is something they don't want to be released to the public, right? If it was just relating to Elder Scrolls Online, they wouldn't care. It's going to be the same game released on these consoles as it is already on the PC, and I believe 360 and PS3 as well. Quote me on that. I'm not sure what consoles that game's released on, but at least on the PC, sorry. So what I'm saying is that why go to the effort of making people sign a non-disclosure agreement if you didn't have something to hide? Now, admittedly, usually this is just stock and standard. Whenever playtesters are coming in, they're coming into a studio, there's confidential information going around. You don't know what the playtesters are going to be exposed to. You don't know what kind of information is going to be released. And just in case there is a chance that something you don't want released out into the public, you would make them sign this non-disclosure agreement in any event. This is standard, you know, practice for anybody doing a playtester application like Bethesda. So it's really up in the air, guys. I can't confirm either way which side this is going on. I'd like to say this is Fallout 4. There are arguments going against it. There are arguments going for it. We can't say definitively in any way, but this is good news, alright? Even if it is Elder Scrolls Online, like, look, I don't know. I really just want to tell you it's Fallout 4, but I can't say for sure. Just take my, you know, arguments, put some of yours in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think, but I'm going to be making straight away now video 2 of Fallout 4 news updates for this week, or today rather. And this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Please take care of yourself.